வெல்கம் டு ஆர்ட்ஸ் அச்சீவர்ஸ். நம்ம இன்றைக்கி பார்க்க போகிறது சாப்டர் 3 ரெடியூஸ்டு சிலபஸோட இன்சைட் 1 மார்க் தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். சாப்டர் 3 தியரிஸ் ஆஃப் எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் அண்ட் இன்கம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன், அன்எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் பீப்புள் சஃபர் த டிமாரலைசேஷன், frustration and loss of self-respect that come from enforced idleness. This definition was given by Das, Vanakit P. and Vanakit or B. J.M. Keynes, C. J.P. Sayce, D. Simon Quenet. Answer is option A, Vanakit P. and Vanakit or. Second one, both classical economists and Keynes have explained the relationship between Das. Option A, income and expenditure. Option B, export and import. Option C, goods and services. Option D, employment and income. The answer is option D, employment and income. Third one, Das refers to a situation in which every able-bodied person who is willing to work at prevailing wage rate is employed. Option A, full employment. Option B, unemployment. Option C, underemployment. Option D, temporary unemployment. The answer is option A, full employment. Fourth one, Das is one of the greatest and most influential economists of the mid-20th century. Option A, Vanakit P. and Vanakit or. Option B, J.M. Keynes. Option C, J.P. Sayce. Option D, Simon Quenet. The answer is option B, J.M. Keynes. Fifth one, Keynes defined full employment as the absence of Das, unemployment. Option A, voluntary. Option B, inflationary. Option C, involuntary. Option D, none of this. The answer is option C, involuntary. Sixth one, who defined full employment as that level of employment at which any further increasing in spending would result in an inflationary spiral wages and prices. Option A, scholar. Option B, classical economist. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of this. The answer is option A, scholar. Seventh one, India Das economy has both unemployment and underemployment. Option A, urban. Option B, rural. Option C, both A and B. Option D, full employment. The answer is option B, rural. Eighth one, the major features of rural unemployment is the existence of unemployment in the form of Das unemployment and Das unemployment. Option A, educated and technical. Option B, structural and frictional. Option C, disguised and regional. Option D, disguised and cyclical. The answer is option C, disguised and seasonal. Ninth one, in India, frictional, structural and open unemployment exist in Das area. Option A, temporary. Option B, technical. Option C, rural. Option D, urban. The answer is option D, urban. Tenth one, due to the Das large number of people moves from rural area to urban area. Option A, globalization. Option B, localization. Option C, modernization. Option D, urbanization. The answer is option D, urbanization. 11th one, consider the following statement and identify the correct one. First one, the world aims at attaining the level of full employment equilibrium where all able resources for are fully insufficient employed to achieve maximum level of output. Second one, the migration form of rural to urban areas in increasing the size of labor force in urban areas and added to already unemployment labor force. Option A, one only. Option B, two only. Option C, both A and B. Option D, option D, none. The answer is option B, two only. Question number 12. In Das countries, the unemployment is purely temporarily or cyclical or frictional. Option A, developing. Option B, underdeveloped. Option C, developed. Option D, none. The answer is option C, developed. 13th one, in developing countries like India, the nature of Das is different from that of developed countries. Option A, unemployment. Option B, underemployment. Option C, full employment. Option D, none. The answer is option A, unemployment. 14th one, the unemployment exists during the downturn Das in the economy. Option A, maximum level of output. Option B, minimum level of output. Option C, terms of trade. Option D, pass of trade cycle. The answer is option D, pass of trade cycle. 15th one, in a business cycle during that period of dash and depression, income and output fall leading to widespread unemployment. Option A, boom. Option B, recession. Option C, recovery. Option D, prosperity. The answer is option B, recession. 16th one, dash unemployment can be cured by public investment or expansionary monetary policy. Option A, structural. Option B, disguised. Option C, cyclical. Option D, frictional. The answer is option C, cyclical. 17th one, find out the example of seasonal unemployment. Dash. Option A, holiday resort. Option B, ice cream. Option C, raincoat. Option D, all the above. The answer is option D, all the above. 18th one, the person who lost job and in search of job are also included under dash. Option A, frictional. Option B, temporary. Option C, both A and B. Option D, technical. The answer is option C, both A and B. 19th one, in educated system, lack of employable skill, more student and turn off and preference for white collar job are highly responsible for dash unemployment in India. Option A, educated. Option B, disguised. Option C, cyclical. Option D, frictional. The answer is option A, educated. Question number 20, labor saving device are responsible for dash. Option A, disguised. Option B, technical. Option C, cyclical. Option D, frictional. The answer is option B, technical. Question number 21, dash unemployment is due to dramatic change in the structure of the society. Option A, structural. Option B, educated. Option B, option C, disguised. Option D, cyclical. The answer is option A, structural. Question number 22, dash is found in which when more people are doing work than actually required. Option A, structural. Option B, educated. Option C, disguised. Option D, cyclical. The answer is option D, C, disguised. Question number 23, when there are people who are willing to work and able to work but cannot find suitable job. Option A, full employment. Option B, unemployment. Option C, underemployment. Option D, none of this. The answer is option B, unemployment. Question number 24, the resources are not fully utilized in production. Option A, full employment. Option B, unemployment. Option C, underemployment. Option D, none of this. The answer is option C, underemployment. Question number 25, the amount of money which entrepreneur expect to get by the output product. Option A, aggregate supply. Option B, aggregate demand. Option C, effective supply. Option D, effective demand. The answer is option D, effective demand.